Creepiest Coincidences in History, Part 7. A major event that kicked off World War I was the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. It is an event that has become so mythic that it spawned a number of weird legends, like the idea that in 1913 the Archduke hunted down a white stag and was targeted by a mortal curse as a result. I don't really believe in that one, but there is one strange coincidence that is most certainly true, and it concerns the car that he was shot in. The Grafenstift Phaeton wasn't the cursed car Doom it was rumored to be, but it did bear an odd message. The car sat in a museum in Vienna for nearly 2 decades before British tourists pointed out the odd significance on the vehicle license plate, which read A111118. Is an armistice November 11, 1918. These numbers match up with the famous date of the agreement that ended World War I, November 11, 1918, November being the 11th month, 11th day, 1918. This makes me think that everything is planned. The thing that started World War I connects to the thing that ended it. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Have you ever seen this man in your dreams? If not, then let me tell you about the origin of this man and how it all began. So the man right here name is this man. So this all began in January 2006. A mental health patient was complaining to their psychiatrist about seeing this man in their dreams. He said that he would just randomly appear and give her advice. She said that these dreams reoccurred for over weeks before she was able to sketch out a photo of him. Soon after this case, another patient complained to their psychiatrist about seeing this man in their dreams and also have no memory of ever meeting or seeing this man in real life. This prompted the psychiatrist to send out sketches of this man to other psychiatrists around the world. And soon after, other patients began to see this man in their dreams as well. 2 to 3 weeks after the psychiatrist sent the sketches out, there have been 2,000 more cases of people seeing this man in their dreams. They all described him as a benevolent character. After this information surfaced, people across the internet began discussing theories on how this man shows up in people's dreams without people ever meeting him in real life. People say that he would enter the dreams of people going through times of hardship and go in and give them advice. This was called the archetype theory, which some people believed in. Another theory that people believed in was called the dream surfer theory. Some people believe that this is actually a real person that can enter your dreams psychologically or through paranormal mutual dreaming. The most popular theory that everyone seems to believe, the dream imitation theory, is basically saying by exposure to the picture, he can embed himself inside one's subconscious. Basically saying that just by looking at the photo right here, he can possibly be in your dreams tonight. But y'all have fun sleeping tonight. Peace. Creepiest Coincidences in History, Part 4. This one involves former NBA star Kobe Bryant, may he rest in peace, and now canceled television show aired on Comedy Central, Legends of Chamberlain Heights. 8th episode of Season 1 titled The End of Days was aired November 16, 2016. Now let's keep that date in mind. It started off as a normal episode, but then took a sinister turn. And this scene of Kobe Bryant dying in a helicopter crash popped up. Could have been a coincidence. Tell me why this exact scene aired 4 years before Kobe Bryant's death. Kobe died January 26, 2020, and this episode aired November 16, 2016. Now let me show y'all the clip.
Oh shit! It's Kobe Bryant!
Help me.
Just pass me the trophies and we'll pull you out!
Pass.
Things that you may not know about the dark web but should, Part 1. Wherever you may look, people are always talking about the darkest of the dark web locations. So today we're going to be talking about the Red Room. In most cases, it's a website where you can watch people being tortured and killed by mass maniacs. The question still remains, are the people being tortured? Some say there are horrible people who escaped the law. Others say there are innocent people kidnapped off the streets. No one has ever been able to find one of these Red Rooms. Most authorities believe the reason why is because they're just a gruesome urban legend. Urban legend or not, they're not going away anytime soon. Red Room may be the dark web's lasting legacy, the idea becoming popular far from the internet's reaches. Horror movies have been made of the concept of a digital update of the popular cabin genre of horror. And comics are getting into the action. Famed cartoonist Ed Piskor releases a monthly indie comic about the employees of a torture chamber called The Red Room. The dark corner of the internet isn't a secret anymore. Pretty sure everyone knows what the Purge is, but did y'all know that there was a real life Purge? Those who don't know what the Purge is, basically just one night of every year where all crime is legal. This event right here lasted for 7 days. Let's get into it. Ancient festival of Saturnalia lasted for an entire week every year. People would celebrate the end of winter. The only rule was that there were no rules, resulting in an entire week of non-stop partying, feasting, drinking, and debauchery. During this week of intoxication, crime was naturally rampant. Drunken fights, robbery, vandalism, and even murder. However, things seemed to get even darker. As ritual human sacrifices often became part of the festivities. Nobody was ever punished for the crimes for the week of Saturnalia, making it 14 times worse than the purge. The purge lasted for only one night, 12 hours to be exact. This lasted for 7 days. Just think about that real quick. Much like the purge, it served as a secret function for the Roman Empire's government. People still celebrate this holiday today, obviously without the killing, I think. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Peace. For many years now, the Denver International Airport has been shrouded with secrecy and conspiracy. And it's not only assumptions, it's based on what's inside the airport and what's surrounding it. First, you got the famous horse statue Lucifer standing on the outside of the airport. In the process of being made, the statue fell on the sculptor and severed the artery, in which killing the sculptor, which is why the statue was nicknamed Lucifer. Also have Anubis, the Egyptian god of death, on the outside of the airport. I don't really have to explain that part. Also have the runways. You look at it from above, it's in the shape of a swastika. For those who don't believe me, it literally says Denver International Airport right there. Now let's move on to the inside of the airport. Start off with the craziest one of them all, a sonic plaque delivered by the New World Airport Commission. These symbolic murals, Nazi soldier, dead Nazi soldier, demonic bird jumping out of a suitcase, and tunnels at the bottom of the airport where employees claim they heard screams coming from, and the fact that they went $3 billion over budget. They still continue to mock people by saying things like, "Thanks for being patient, the lizard people keep stealing our tools." Give the mess, building secret underground tunnels can get quite untidy. Apologies for the noise, it takes really big drills to get to the underworld. It is funny at the end of the day that they actually put this up there. Maybe I'm just reaching, but y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Subscribe to my YouTube for more content, link in bio. A lot will happen in the next minute all over the world. Here's some things that will happen in the next 60 seconds. Around 250 people will be born in the next minute, and 105 people will die. A person's heart will beat on average 60 to 100 times. It's around 500 billion beats per minute around the world on average. McDonald's would have sold around 4,500 burgers. People will drink around 1.3 million servings of Coca-Cola. Around 180,000 animals will be killed in slaughterhouses. 2 people will be killed in a road accident. 116 people will tie the knot. 144 people will move into a new place. 400 people will sign up to Facebook. According to the FBI, at least one person will be assaulted in the USA. Around the US, there will be 2 burglaries, 10 thefts, and someone will steal a car. So 2 earthquakes of magnitude 2 will happen in that same minute. Bezos will make around $230,000. The average American will make around 44 cents. The universe would have expanded by 2,766.4 miles. And that all just happened while you were watching my video. There is a place that exists outside of reality that in terms can be described as a parallel universe. A place that you don't want to end up, but you have no control over it. But if you're not careful, you can slip into this reality. In this case, it's called no clipping. Clipping is the action of traveling fast enough to pass through a solid object, basically entering a different reality after you trip or have an accidental collision. If you're not careful and you no clip out of reality to the wrong areas, they end up in a place we call the Backrooms, originally called the Complex. Developed by a company called Async, efforts to try and control the population. That's not what we're here to talk about today. Talk about the different levels of the backrooms. Some people believe that there are no levels to the backrooms and it's just one big area of space and time. Laws of physics doesn't work the same here as it does in the backrooms. And other people believe that there are 3 levels to the backroom, with each level having hundreds of sub-levels. This is probably the most widely accepted concept. That being said, we have the most well-known level, Level 0. There is nothing but stinky old moist carpet, madness of mono yellow, endless background noise of fluorescent lighting, approximately 600 million square miles of randomly segmented empty rooms to be trapped in. Even with all that being said, this level is the safest of all the 3 levels to be trapped in. The level that most people enter into and most likely to exit out of. No one really knows how to exit Level 0. It is told that if you see a darker wall in one of the rooms, then you can use that as an exit point. But it is very important to remember that you may be exiting Level 0. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to return to your reality. You may just end up somewhere worse, like Level 1. So Level 1 gets a lot more dangerous. It's a lot more hostile. It's a much more industrial themed maze, consisting of exposed pipes, concrete, metal. Instead of the annoying fluorescent yellow lighting, you're going to hear the whirring of machinery, constant rumbling and creaking noises. Survivors report that the only way to escape level 1 is to truly accept that the Backrooms has become your home. By staying calm and accepting your own fate is the only way out of level 1. Which brings us to the last level, level 2. This is by far the most dangerous level of the 3, the hardest to no clip into. If you were to go here by choice, you are essentially ending your own life. Because this level is so dangerous, there aren't really any known survivors to tell the tale. Level 2 just all around gives me an unsettling feeling, but let me show y'all what it looks like. Others are inclined to believe that there are thousands of levels to the Backrooms, but we may never know. Let me know in the comments if y'all want more. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next